Morning, everybody, and Happy New Year. Today is officially the start of 2024, and I figured we'd start it off right, and I'd start live streaming again. So, here I am. Let's get this shit started. I'm gonna have to fix that at some point. I think I'm gonna see how the stream goes, and I guess I need time how far YouTube is behind Twitch. But I am live on YouTube and Twitch right now, obviously. So let's just get into it. I put this under just chatting on Twitch because it's more likely to get, you know, any kind of traction that way. And I do consider this a just chatting channel because this game, honestly, is just background. If anybody wants to come and chat in any way whatsoever, I easily can just game, chat. Like, it's right there on the side of the screen with the game. So I'm going to easily be able to see that. I'll be able to come over and answer any questions and talk about anything you guys want. I'd rather not talk about politics, but basically anything else is okay. Let's get into it. Let me close my door real quick. And the reason I don't want to talk about politics is not because I don't have political views, it's because I do, and I just don't feel like having the freaking fight. Sorry about that, I just woke up. I may need to close that window, but it's giving me some natural light, so I'll just keep it. That sky looks fun. Starting off chat with the fun speak. You are not worthy of that ship. I wish there was a general gaming tab on Twitch. I'd be there instead of just chatting, but you have to go by game, and honestly I find that way too specific, if you know what I mean. As far as YouTube goes, I love that YouTube will just be general about it. Generality saves lives. If you had to be specific about every little thing, to a point, you want to be more specific. Like, if you're trying to report an accident, you want to be able to say exactly where it is so they can find you faster. Or if you're in the middle of the ocean, it's nice to have the exact the coordinates. But if you're in a general situation where time is of the essence, you don't have,
The shuttle is preparing to depart.
you know, you don't really have time to get super specific and
Another
into
shuttle
it.
will be along shortly. At Oris's Skyway Shuttle Service, Northwest. For passengers, the shuttle is preparing to depart.
I would live here. I would. I'd do it. There are days when I'd rather. Who just joined? Is that on? Twitch or on YouTube?
The
I
next
can't
shuttle
tell
is
what
approaching
YouTube
the
what the
station.
viewer count is. I've got, according to Streamlabs, I've got 3 viewers, so if you were in
Last
chat,
call for passengers.
hello. If you're
The
not in
shuttle is
chat,
preparing
hello
to
anyway.
depart.
Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
How's the stream looking? Everything looks good so far. I mean, it looks smooth. Didn't start. I'm gonna turn the sound on real quick, make sure I can hear myself. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Can I hear myself on these? It seems like I can hear myself. I should probably turn it up a little bit more. On volume. Somebody texted me.
Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
So there are 2 people watching on YouTube. Sorry if I spend a lot of time clicking around, by the way. I'm trying to make sure everything is ironed out. So there are 2 people watching on YouTube. Sorry if I spend a lot of time clicking around, by the way. I'm trying to make sure everything is ironed out. So there are 2 people watching on YouTube. I can hear myself. I can't have that. That just can't happen. Sorry if I spend a lot of time clicking around, by the way. I'm trying to make sure everything is ironed out. So there are 2 people watching on YouTube. I can hear myself. I can't have that. That just can't happen. Okay, YouTube is off. Twitch is off. Alright, cool. Back to the game. Bring Streamlabs back up. I have got a lot of shit running on my computer right now. Let's see if Star Citizen maintains frame rate, shall we?
aircraft is justified. Once it is clean, you will begin boarding shortly. Like HJC 838.
I'm hoping
Stand by to begin boarding.
that somebody will come post in chat and we can get a conversation going. But until then, I'm just gonna act like it's any other day. So I've got flight sticks for the game, but they're a pain in the ass to plug in, and I'd need to restart the game to do it. So for now, we're just gonna play like this, and if I decide I want the flight sticks later, or if somebody decides they want the flight sticks, we will plug up the flight sticks.
Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
I enjoy simulation games. Like, I have a racing wheel over there, so you can't see it because of the mic, but that's my racing setup. It's simple, it's just a cheap setup, but then flight sticks, the only thing I don't have at this point is the VR set. Hangar 13. Oh, I'm sorry if I sound tired. We were doing some fireworks stuff until midnight, and I don't think I went to bed last night until about 3. So, to me, this is early. But that's pretty typical for us gamers, I think. So in case anybody doesn't know much about Star Citizen, this is the Reclaimer. It's a salvage ship. It's a bit big, and it's kind of buggy. Like, the bottom of that just went through the floor, and this, a lot of times, if you open it from the inside, this hatch actually doesn't open. Which is Star Citizen in a nutshell. It's beautiful and broken, and everybody who plays it loves it. Through all the bugs. It's frustration and happiness basically all rolled into one. It's beautiful. Oh my god, I need to stop yawning. I need a Dr. Pepper. I'm about to go get one. What I actually need is water in game. I'm about to die, I didn't even notice. So we'll go get that, we'll load up, and then we'll go ship break for a little bit. Yeah, like I said, they're working on it. Although a lot of the staff was working on Squadron 42, which is the single-player campaign for this universe, which I've heard is going to be phenomenal. Everything that they've put out says it's going to be phenomenal. But they finally had a team come back to the game. So this is Persistent Universe. This is the multiplayer MMO aspect of the game, and then they have Squadron 42, which is the single player, and then they have Arena Commander, which is connected to this download. That is basically like you can play it as multiplayer Call of Duty style, like gunfights. You can do ship fights. You can just test any ships that you have in game. Explore anything you want to explore. Like if you buy a ship and want to explore it or get used to it without sitting in a hangar and possibly fucking somebody else up, you can do that. Okay,
choice.
Ah, shit. I might be trapped like a rat. Nope. Alright, I can get out of here. Come on, man. Stop yawning. Jesus. 4 viewers. Oh my goodness.
Nice choice.
I'm gonna really need a Dr. Pepper. I'm gonna get out of atmosphere, and then I'm gonna go get myself a Dr. Pepper real quick. What hangar was I in? I think it was hangar 13. Once you go to the ship, it stops telling you what hangar it is. That's... Yeah. So I'm kind of curious what everybody else did for New Year's. I know we did some fireworks, and we had a small family gathering with some family friends, and we sat in my backyard with a fire pit from, I want to say, noon to like 12:30 when it started raining. 12:30 p.m. a.m. a.m. Yeah, right after it became New Year's. Just in case you were like, oh my god, you only got to sit by a fire for 30 minutes because it started raining. No, Houston, luckily, it started sprinkling, basically. I thought it was going to start raining, so we actually did the fireworks at like 11:30. Did it a little bit early, but we got him out of the way, and then we went and just chilled. This is one of the things they got to fix in the reclaimer. So that entire section right there coming down, the elevator acts funky. It doesn't. I haven't had any problems where it like launches you up or down, or like you glitch through it, but it's choppy. It bounces like that every time. So if anybody comes in chat and wants to see anything that this game has to offer, or has any questions about it, you can always ask me. I'm always available. I haven't spent much money on this game compared to other people, but I've done a lot in the game with what I did spend. Alright. This is a big boy.
Systems green. You are clear to launch.
Alright. I seriously need a Dr. Pepper. I'll be right back. I need to get off this pad before Orison Landing Services get mad at me, yeah?
Thank you, and please visit again.
Getting out of atmosphere with this. So, this ship is a headache. It's a very lucrative headache, but it's a giant headache. And the reason is, it does not fly well in atmosphere, right? I mean, look at this thing. It looks like a fucking dung beetle. Looks like a big old beetle. Doesn't look like it's meant to fly at all. So it's a headache to get out of atmosphere. If you try to put it in forward thruster mode, it barely goes anywhere. You have to use all of your extra boost. And then you have to recharge it, and honestly, you're not making any progress. So, but to get out of atmosphere, you have to basically just sit here and hold VTOL. And Orison starts at, I want to say, 80,000 because it's a gas planet. The landing pad started about 80,000, and you have to get beyond 90. I want to say 98 before you can go anywhere. Once you're out, it's easy. But the problem is, like, most people that would play this game would just say, land at one of the stations, it's easier. You can't call the damn thing from the station. So that's one thing they need to implement, is the ability to park this at a station without having to use the docking clamps, because the docking clamp system right now is buggy at best. I don't know where my ship's wandering off to. Center of the damn mouse. Let's see if I can speed this up a little bit. Full thrust! If you see me picking up my neck constantly, I've got an ingrown hair like right here, and it's almost causing me physical pain at this point. I'm gonna deal with it. I just don't want to do it on stream because it's fucking disgusting. There's my new Dr. Pepper. There it is. Just get out of fucking atmosphere. No, wait. Do I have the ability to jump to things right now? That's yellow. So technically I'm out of atmosphere. So it starts at like... Let's do this. That way, that way. Says I'm up to 5 viewers. I don't know who all's watching, but welcome to the stream. If you would like to pose a question in chat or something, I will do my best to answer the question or start a nice conversation with you. If you don't want to post anything to the chat, then I guess you can just sit here and listen to me monologue while I play a video game. Either one will work for me. Alright, now that I'm in space, let's get a mission going. There's the beauty. That's what I like. Aegis Hammerhead cleanups, those are worth a lot. So, just in case anybody didn't know, or is wondering what this game is Star Citizen. It has been in early access, I know, the words of death for most games. It has been in early access since a long time. It's been in early access, I think, for 10 years. It's been an idea in somebody's head for much longer than that. They started raising money for it on Kickstarter. I don't even remember what year they've raised. As of now, I think $700 million in the game. And everybody thinks there's not a whole lot going on. Honestly, you'd be surprised with the fact that they had to make their own. Like, I'm not gonna shill for the game. I like the game. It's got its bugs. I'm hoping they're gonna fix them. But for a Kickstarter, I mean, you can look into the history of games on Kickstarters. Most of the time, they're scams. They've put so much work into this. I don't know how it could possibly be a scam at this point. And people want to tell me, well, it's just a CryEngine. Even the makers of CryEngine have admitted, I think, from what I've heard, even the makers of CryEngine have admitted this game. They changed so much of the original coding on the engine that it's a whole new engine at this point. They've redubbed it Star Engine, and it's basically a from scratch engine at this point. But people love to call this game a scam, and honestly, I don't know how you can call this game a scam. It's with the amount they have to do now. When the game first came out, okay, all you could do was walk around a hangar and look at your ship. But as a tech demo, at that point, which is what the game was, it was a tech demo to see if the ship would work. The game was still the most beautiful game on the market, and all you could do was walk around a ship. It is what it is. That asteroid's a little close. Somebody out here scraping my hammerhead. I swear to God. I swear to God. Now's the important bit. The makings of the money. Alrighty. So normally what you do is you'd scrape the hull and you'd get a sellable unit called RMC. I'm one person on a ship made to be crewed by 10, so we're just going to fracture the ship and pick up all the construction materials and then dip. Because as you can see, we're on a time limit and security forces will arrive and shoot at us if we take too long. So I'm not going to do that. That just sounds like a terrible day. Are we... I think we're close enough to fracture. Let's see. M.
Weapon systems online. Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
And now we're fracturing. So I like to jump around games a lot, which is why I didn't set, there's not a general gaming tab on Twitch. So I set it on just chatting because honestly, I can sit here and chat with people all day. I could. I've done it before. Not on Twitch, but just in real life, man. I've been on the phone with people for 24 hours at a time. I think my longest phone call with somebody, we did this on purpose. We wanted to see how long we could stay on the phone. We were on the phone for 26 and a half hours, and it was a buddy of mine that I play games with, and we just bullshitted all day. But I like to jump around games a lot, and you can't dynamically change or use multiple tags on Twitch. So as far as I know. So if I set it to Star Citizen and then later I'm a little bit more dynamic than that. If I set it to Star Citizen and later I want to go play Modern Warfare 3, I either change it to Modern Warfare 3 or it stays on, which, you know, is a much more popular game on Twitch right now than Star Citizen is, or I change it to Modern Warfare 3 and then you don't see what Star Citizen is. So if anybody goes back to watch the VOD, they're like, why is he playing this? Why isn't he playing Modern Warfare 3? The tag clearly says right there. So I was looking for a tag that would make more sense and decided to go with Star Citizen. Or just chatting, not Star Citizen. Didn't really know what else to do in that situation, so I need to go clear some space in the depot. My depot is very full right now. And by the way, security is still on the way here. They're just 40 minutes out. So I should be able to get this done pretty quickly.
So I do, on a side note, I do love this ship. I do love the ambiance of the ship because it reminds me very much of the ship from the original Alien. And I fucking love the Alien franchise. There's nothing like that show. Those movies... Horror movies made my childhood and broke me as a human being at the same time. It was a fantastic experience and I will never regret it. I should probably put that back on. Who knows if I may need to go outside at some point. Crazy. If anybody has a better idea about what tag to put on this on Twitch so that I can dynamically play different games without having to fucking just pick one for the damn thumbnail and then lie to everybody when I'm not playing it, that would be great. I would actually do that because, you know, I don't want to be untruthful about what I'm doing. Just chatting makes the most sense because, you know, I actually do want to interact with my audience when I have an audience. But yeah, so like I'm open to suggestions. I just don't know where I would do that right now. I have lost a viewer. I hope he has a great day. And maybe we'll see him later, maybe we won't. If we don't, then I'm sorry I didn't meet your specifications or standards. And if he is just busy, then that's cool too. Trying to make as much room as possible. So the internal storage on this thing has 240 slots. The actual physical storage for boxes has 420, but it's very finicky in the way you have to load it. So I'm going to do as much as I can now so I have as much room as possible, and then I have enough for one more box. I had two more boxes. I have a single spot I could do too. Okay, so that's in there. And we'll print you. There we go. Meanwhile, I'll take this shit down to the cargo hold. See, some streamers don't have this problem because they have, I don't know, a name that people recognize, so they don't really need to care too much about what they put on their tags, I don't think. I'm not bitching, I literally started today, but I wish they had some more generalized tags. And that is going to be a slight source of, not necessarily annoyance, but it's a, if you can improve anything on the platform, that'd be my improvement. Twitch, I think you've done a fantastic job with the live streaming community in a lot of respects. I just wish there were more generalized tags. Who is texting me? Yeah.
Where are you going? Shit, I just started live streaming.
Is he? Oh, he got this built.
Yeah.
Well, you want to go or not?
No. Getting a little bit more than I bargained for on this. That's cool. Alright guys, so here is the deal as I see it, right? We are 51, almost an hour into the stream. I was planning on streaming, and once I come back, I will be streaming for probably somewhere in the market of between, where's the rest of that shit? So I will be streaming again today once I come back, but I don't get a chance very often to go to food with family, so I'm going to go do that. Then once I get back, I'm going to start back up the stream. It seems to be working really well. I'm going to get us back to a safe point where I can log off for the night, or for now. And then I'm going to shut down the stream. I'm going to go to breakfast, and then when I come back, we will either be back on this or I'll be playing Modern Warfare 3. I like multiplayer. I haven't even played the campaign on that yet. Maybe I should play that. Yeah, I need to get out of here before security forces arrive.
So yeah, I'm going to be real here. I did not expect, hey, do you want to go to breakfast this morning? Honestly, we all stayed up so late last night. I kind of expected my parents to be out for another 3 hours minimum. But kind of hungry. I like breakfast, obviously. And I am broke, so I can't order in right now. So I'm going to go to breakfast with my parents, and I'm not going to regret the decision. And when I come back, I will stream. It's what, 11:47 right now. I'll probably be back around 1. I'm probably going to stream today until 7. We'll see how it goes, possibly till 9. So that'll be my schedule. I am sorry this first stream ended so quickly. It was not the intention, I promise. But if you liked what you saw so far, please drop a like and a follow on Twitch, and or drop a subscribe on YouTube. Your patronage is much appreciated, and I will see you next time. Later, guys.